What is up, everybody? This is Goodman, and I am signing back on for another video. So, in this video, we are going to be getting into the failure of the inspection that was done at the college house. So, we failed on the tub needing to be refinished. We had the exhaust fan was falling down, which actually I forgot to do in this video, and I forgot to do before we did a re-inspection. We actually failed again on that. The countertops were degrading underneath in the kitchen, so that was a problem. And there was like a hole in the floor in the other bathroom. So I know those are like the main 4 or 5 things that need to be taken care of. So this is me and Mahmoud getting that thing done. So without further ado, let's get into watching play. All right, so we are at the house, obviously. Beautiful day, nice and sunny. Always been very sunny. And here in Alabama, it has not been raining a whole lot. Recently it has been, but when this was being filmed, we didn't get rain for like months, which was kind of, I don't know, I think we usually have pretty rainy seasons around this time. Anyway, heading into the house, everything is nice and clean still. McWright Associates are the ones that inspect this. It was not done by the Section 8 inspector himself. All right, so let's go right here. We have the hole in the floor next to the shower. And then it was around the base of the shower where the silicone is. She was like, it's like a hole in it or something, or it's nasty. So either way, it doesn't really matter. That's right. Then the sink had some spots that need to be refinished. See, now I'm remembering everything. Sinks need to be refinished in certain spots. Underneath, like I said, the countertop, we had the degrading of the press board down there, which is fine. Obviously understandable. And then finally it would be the shower, which I didn't show you guys the exhaust fan that needs to be put back up, but whatever. And then it's the tub. This thing needs to be refinished on the bottom, which I'm going to get Mahmoud to do, which is a very bad decision. Okay, it's a very bad decision what I did here. Now, I told Mahmoud all the things to do. The problem is that he's not experienced in actually painting things or putting layers of stuff on this thing, certain other things. So here we are. I'm here taking, shots for TikTok and whatever, and YouTube Shorts only. And I should have been showing him how to do this correctly. I did the painting around the actual drain because I was like, I don't want you to have to use the brush and have to do all that kind of stuff. But everything else, I'm like, you know how to do, and you can do it. The problem is I was wrong. He could not do it. Whatever. And we learned that because actually we end up failing again on this inspection. I told you we failed on the exhaust, and we also failed on this finish because they said it was not good. They said it was still need to be refinished. And I was like, oh my gosh. So it's just like had to go buy another thing of the tub refinisher, which is probably, I think it's like $40 or $50. And then I just spent an afternoon like actually sanding this thing down. Really the biggest thing was I needed to sand it down from the beginning. I should have sanded it down really, really nice. I should have sat there, showed Mahmoud all the things he needed to do, and then gone through. And also these foam brushes, I usually get away with doing this. The foam brush did not work in this case. You can get the cheapo, like dollar small brushes, and they work a lot better than this thing does. And whatever, it works out a lot better. So anyway, so I took the foam brush that we were using for the shower. I used it on the sink. The sink is the same, I don't even know what it's made of. It's just a metal sink, but it has the same kind of finish, that epoxy finish on it. It's an old one. So I was just able to paint this on. Made it a lot easier, hit all the spots so I didn't have to sit there and replace the sink basin itself, because the sink basin there's no problems with it. All right, so that's why I'm not gonna sit there and replace something there's no problems with. Next, we have underneath the cabinet or the counter. So I had to get creative here, and by creative I mean really slumlordish like, because I was like, I don't want to replace this whole countertop because the countertop is not a problem. It's actually okay. So like, what am I gonna do to make this work? And I came up with a solution. I was like, I'm gonna get wood filler and I'm gonna take it in big clumps and shove it up into the cavity that is created by all this stuff falling out of the countertop. And we are going to see if it works. And believe it or not, I'm so sorry. Believe it or not, it actually did work. Amazing, right? And we did the inspection, they let that pass. I could not believe that. Actually, I do this in 2 layers. I'm pretty sure we'll see that later on in the video. Next, we had to go to Lowe's and get some of this. I got PVC trim to just cover the hole. I mean, we can either do this way. We can put a bunch of foam in there and cut it down and paint it, or just leave it. Or we can take a piece of trim like this, put it over the problem, nail it down, silicone it, and now you have a waterproof solution to the hole in the floor. It's really not a hole in the floor, it's the hardwood caving in. So the subfloor below it is pretty okay, I guess. I don't really know if I checked it or not. The point being is that, like, you got to figure out certain way. In my view, I show you guys these videos and what I do because I'm showing you the way that you can do it cost effectively. You don't have to sit here and take up the shower and redo the floor. And if someone tells you have to do that, they don't know what they're talking about. They probably are just taking you for a ride and scamming you because they need to make money. You can do fixes like this very, very simply. Okay? And if it comes to covering it up, then you cover it up. That's just how it has to be. Next, we got the silicone. It is gross, the silicone is. I think they were saying there was a space in between the silicone and the wall of the shower. And there isn't because there's silicone down there, but also the silicone is kind of gross. So we rip out most of the bead that's around the inside corners of the shower, and then we just put another thick bead down. Make sure that we're waterproof enough when we're doing this kind of stuff. This is just making sure we're sealing up everything because water's gonna get on the floor. We don't need water going behind this thing, going down below, destroying the floor even more than it already had. So anyway, as you can see, putting the silicone down. I think I got white silicone instead of the clear. And then I got some gloves. Folks, get gloves. Like, I mean, you watch so many videos of me where I don't have gloves on. It's like, Goodman, that's disgusting. And you're right. You would be right about that. It is very disgusting. But with things like silicone, like when you're doing like the bead at the end, you don't want that nasty, it's like a dill pickle smell on your finger for the rest of the day, or vinegar smell. So wear some gloves sometimes. Now I know you're thinking, Goodman, you didn't take out all that silicone. No, I didn't. I just covered up the other ones, okay? The other one was working fine. What does this matter? I don't know. We used bleach on this. The stuff didn't come off. We cleaned it. Didn't come off. So I'm not going to sit here and start ripping. Again, I'm not ripping out a bunch of stuff I don't have to rip out when I can just cover it up and be done with it, okay? Point is, fast, cheap. That's what we're doing here. Does it work? Yes. Is it safe? Yes. So I don't really care past that, okay? That might seem a little harsh, but that's called business. We're trying to make the business work. We're trying to earn money. So we got that part done. That part of this fix is completed, and we don't have to worry about it. Now, you see I got a brush this time because I was like, the other thing was horrible. I think, no, I don't know. This is still the same day. Yeah, so I just was doing a second coat, and I think I did almost a second coat on this entire sink basin, and it made it come out really, really nice, actually. I was very impressed by it. I know this stuff works. Also, if you're gonna buy tub refinisher, do not buy the Homex stuff. Homax. It does not work. It never works. I think you buy that at Lowe's. This is the Rust-Oleum version, and Rust-Oleum version actually works. So if you're going to actually sit here and refinish a tub, then I would highly recommend using this stuff, okay? Way better than what you can buy at Lowe's, and it actually holds up over time and doesn't start peeling, and the finish is way better. The other finish, like we've done it where we've sanded, put 2 or 3 coats down, and nothing actually held. It didn't really work out that well. So always use the stuff from Rust-Oleum, the Home Depot, and that will work way better than the one from Lowe's. So anyway, we got Mahmoud back there. No respirator on. I don't know how he didn't die because it was smelly, I'll tell you that. And I think actually he started telling me that he was getting lightheaded. And I was like, Mahmoud, just hurry up, be faster or something. I don't know. But anyway, I sanded down this little part underneath there. I put some more of the wood filler down there, sanded it down so that it would be like nice and smooth. And then that was pretty much it for the countertop portion of this adventure. Because again, like, does it really matter what the under the countertop looks like? No, they just wanted it filled. They wanted it fixed. So here we are fixing what they asked us to fix. And that was pretty much it for the countertop area, I suppose. Lots and lots of trips out to the trash can that I like to film. I don't know why. And Colby really likes to put them in here. I guess he really just likes it when I walk out to the trash can and dump stuff in it. Never understood it, but I've noticed that in the past like 3 videos where we just have this long line of videos of me. Maybe this is me subliminally telling Colby to stop putting that in there. Also, congratulations on being engaged, as we admitted in the last video. But, you know, still, maybe just take off the long walks to the garbage can. Or leave them in. I don't know. Maybe he's got a point. That stove looks absolutely excellent. I have to say, Tam really, really did a good number on that stove, getting it like looking pristine for what it was. If we remember what it used to look like when we first got into this house, it was absolutely horrid. And I like I said, I don't know how she did it, but she got that thing looking like a brand new stove. Scrubbed the thing, made it look good, smell good. Inside of the oven looks fantastic and great. And so we'll pass on all those things, which is fantastic. And all the stuff still works, all the burners and everything like that, which is one of my most concerning portions of this thing. Anyway, so let's take a look at what everything looks like after Mahmoud's done. He comes out and is like, yeah, dude, I'm done. Blah, blah, blah. And if I don't show it, I'm going to be really sad, upset. See, it looks good from afar, but it is a far from good. And when this thing dried, it started chipping, started having a lot of problems and all this, that, and the other. And just, I guess, some foreshadowing, I'm going to have to come back and fix that. And I'm going to show you how to fix it correctly and how to make sure that you never have to deal with it again. Which is something, like I said, I should have showed Mahmoud how to do that. I didn't want to get into, again, we're trying to shortcut this thing a lot, which is where I went wrong. Because if I had taken the time, there's some things where you do need to take the time. And with tub refinishing, it's like taking the time on that is very, very key. And I would say that is one of the most important things to do, because you're going to have issues if you don't. So if you're doing tub refinishing, sand it, do the right stuff, make it look good and everything like that. I'm sitting here just commanding Mahmoud around, getting him to hurry up so we can go home, grabbing everything ready to go. And I'd say that's pretty much the end of the video. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching every single time. I really do appreciate it. Colby and I have a lot of fun making these videos, and hopefully you like the new format and all that stuff. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Comment a lot, okay? Like a lot. Subscribe. You can only do that once, but subscribe early, subscribe often. I appreciate you guys, and with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
This is Goodman, back with another
I kind of ended it early there. So I guess you can add in this part as like an extra part maybe, or just don't and just figure it out. Thanks, Colby.